Hey friends! Today I am going to talk about VIPKid versus Outschool. So these are two very big online teaching platforms that I work for. So I want to share with you how they're different and which company may be better for you. For those who are new here, my name is Viola. Hello. I have been teaching online for almost 3 years now. After working as an ESL teacher in Japan, I shifted to online teaching on VIPKid. This is what my classroom looks like. I am in my VIPKid teacher outfit today. So this is a very popular English teaching platform, and honestly, I have really enjoyed teaching here, and I still teach here. It's a very straightforward job. You open the lesson, you go through the slides that are already prepared for you, and you get to connect with the students in China, which is amazing. It's actually my home country. So it's really, really nice to connect with my home culture, my motherland. But I also recently started working with Outschool, a platform that I just fell in love with. So today we are going to look at what is the difference between VIPKid and Outschool and which company you should apply for and all that stuff. All right, we are going to dive right into it, comparing the audience on VIPKid versus Outschool. VIPKid is targeting kids in China learning English, which means it is an ESL platform. The classes are done on a one-on-one basis, kind of like tutoring, except it does follow a curriculum that VIPKid already set up for you. And on Outschool, this is a platform for English speaking kids all over the world. They are mostly based in the US though. And the class format is small groups. Sometimes you may end up with one kid in class if you're just starting out and it's not popular yet. But most of the time it's small groups. It can go from anywhere between 3 kids to 18 kids. So it's really, really different from teaching one-on-one. All right, in terms of the class subject, I already mentioned that VIPKid is an English teaching platform. On Outschool, you can teach whatever subject you want under the rainbow. The only rules are that your subject is objective, secular, and what is the other thing? Adheres to the Outschool guidelines and rules. And that's it. You can teach anything from math to science to knot tying to cooking to dancing to Harry Potter to Minecraft. Literally, the possibilities are endless. So now you may be asking about lesson plan. How does that work? So on VIPKid, all the lessons are already planned out for you. When I first started teaching there, I used to be, quite nervous. So I would look through all the lessons, make notes on what I would say and, practice a little bit and then bring props and all that. But now I literally show up, sit down, open my computer, and I just like go through the lesson and improv my way because I'm so familiar with the material already. So that's what I love about VIPKid. It's just that easy. With Outschool, you are 100% responsible for planning the lesson yourself. Yes, so that means it is a lot more work than VIPKids. And for those who may have never taught before, this seems like a quite intimidating thing to do. But actually, I promise with a little bit of practice, it's actually not that hard, and I'll make other videos in the future talking about how you can do that. I truly believe that everybody can do this job without school. You just have to have a little bit of courage and just do a little bit of planning and brainstorming. Okay, in terms of class marketing, on VIPKid, all the marketing is done by the company because their audience is kids in China, right? And the teachers, they don't really have that connection or that circle in connection with people in China. So as a teacher, all you have to do is really just open up your schedule and VIPKid will promote your classes to the parents and they will book you. You don't have to do anything. With Outschool, the company does also promote your classes, but you also have the opportunity to jump in there and market yourself, right? There are lots of different ways to do that. You can share your class on social media. You can do it by word of mouth. If you're in like any mommy groups, personally, I'm not married yet, don't have any kids, so I'm kind of limited in that area. But there are lots of different ways. You just have to get creative. Okay, in terms of working hours, the class hours that are in high demand for VIPKid are generally weekday evenings and weekend mornings in China time. So for those who live in North America like I do, unfortunately, that means really early morning or late night. This is a part of the job that is quite killer. For a while, I was getting up at 4:30 in the morning to work, and honestly, it does take a lot out of you to stare at the computer first thing when you open your eyes. And I really didn't like that, so I ended up cutting back on my schedule a little bit because to me it was just like not worth my health. And with the daylight saving time in winter, it's like, oh my God. With Outschool, you can work normal human hours in North America. Yes. So with that one, you don't have to wake up early in the morning. You can sleep in a little bit longer, and you have a long time frame during the day to schedule classes. So that is another advantage of Outschool. Now let's talk about the hiring criteria for these two companies. With VIPKid, they actually only hire teachers from USA and Canada. Yes, so very unfortunate. I think it's because of the accent, right? In China, they generally prefer the North American accent. So I had friends from Singapore and Australia who wanted to apply for this job, but unfortunately, they could not even qualify for the basic step because of their nationalities. So for those people, I recommend looking into Outschool because Outschool is open to people in USA, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and the UK. So the accessibility there is a lot higher. Now, in terms of qualifications, the barrier to entry for VIPKid is a lot higher, I have to say. So with VIPKid, you need to have a bachelor degree. It doesn't matter what it's in though. It doesn't not need to be a teaching degree. You need to have your TEFL, your certification teaching English as a second language, and you need minimum 2 years experience working with children. So you must satisfy these three requirements in order to get in on this program. With Outschool, you do not need a degree and you do not need any prior experience teaching. Having said that though, having some experience definitely up your chance of being accepted. It shows that you are capable of being a good teacher. But yes, Outschool generally care more about your personality, what passion you have, your creativity, rather than what you look like on paper. So good for them. I have a whole video about the Outschool application process, and I will link it in the description box below so you can get all the tips for applying for Outschool there. Now we've come to the biggest topic, the topic that I'm sure you are most interested in. How is the money? So the VIPKid's pay structure used to be a three-part deal. There's your base pay, which is determined at the time that you're hired. It's usually between $7 to $8.50 per class, which is a 25 minutes class. Then you get extra incentives on top of that. If you start the class on time, you get an extra dollar. And if you teach more than 45 classes per month, you get an extra dollar per class. There's also last minute bookings, which earns you another $2 for that class. It's a lot to explain. So basically you can earn from $20 to $25 an hour, depending on all of these factors. But recently, VIPKid just made a structural fee structure change. It's even more complicated to explain, but basically they've taken away the all the incentives that I mentioned previously, and they've replaced the structure with a combo of the base rate pay plus an extra incentive that is based on how many classes have you taught this month. So basically, VIPKid is rewarding people who work more and kind of punishing those who don't teach as much, which is a little bit unfortunate. When this announcement came out in May of 2020, it caused an uproar in the VIPKid teacher community, trust me. So, this is a bit of an unfortunate change as of recently, but if you are looking to work full time on VIPKid, your pay could end up being higher than the old structure. So it just depends on how much you are willing to work. Now, with Outschool's income potential, I'm so excited. Honestly, the sky is the limit here because you get to set your own rate on Outschool and how many students you have in a class. So, as you set your own prices for the class, there are four factors that determine your income on Outschool. First is the price for your class. Then there is how many students you have enrolled for the class. And then there is how often do you have this class listed? And then number four is Outschool's 30% cut that they take from your total revenue. Before I applied to Outschool, I was doing extensive research because that's just how I am. I asked around on Instagram and Facebook groups, interviewing current teachers on how much they make. And it's not uncommon for people to make between 5,000 to 7,000 USD per month. So I was really excited. Granted, it does take a while of hard work to get there, but that is an awesome number to aspire to. I'm still working my way there. And I will make a video reporting my Outschool income really soon. So you can experiment things in the beginning and try to strike a balance between a good price for you, both you and the student, and how many students you should take in a class, right? Because parents enroll their kids for these classes thinking that it's small size. So if you have like 15 kids in a language class, maybe the parents don't like that so much. So you have to think about that and not be so greedy and open the class size to be too big. So let's do a scenario calculation for Outschool, shall we? Let's say you create an 8 weeks course on Japanese for beginners. This class meets twice a week for 1 hour each. You price the course at $240 per learner, which is $15 per class. You get 10 learners enrolled. That works out to be $2,400 total revenue. After Outschool takes their 30% cut, you get to take home $1,680. That's pretty great, right? And if you create a couple more courses and classes like this, you will be well on your way to do this full time. So in conclusion, here is my take on which company you should work for. Work for Outschool if you live outside of USA and Canada. You love being creative and have unique skills to share. You have time to create lessons. You can handle multiple kids in a class, or you are willing to learn. And you are looking for a full-time income. Now, work for VIPKid if you don't have time to create lessons. You just want a lesson that is already planned out for you. You love the opportunity to interact with another culture. Many teachers on VIPKid have bonded so much with their Chinese students and their families. I always see posts in Facebook groups about gift exchanges, and some teachers have even visited their students in China. It's so incredibly sweet. So if you are looking for a cultural exchange opportunity, this could be great for you. And the last thing is, if you are just looking for more of a part-time income stream to add on to what you're already making, then VIPKid would be an easy option for you. My final suggestion, if you are a workaholic like me, you can also teach VIPKid in the morning, then Outschool in the afternoon. This is what I'm currently doing. It's a little bit more tiring, make that a lot more tiring, but the double income was just too attractive for me. So I hope to create some flexible classes on Outschool soon so I can possibly cut down a little bit on my live classes. All right, guys, so lots of things to think about. I hope this video was helpful. If you've enjoyed the information, please give this video a thumbs up and follow my channel for more. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!